welcome back to Sandy's Creative Studio. So I am finally going to get started on a Valentine's Day journal. This is something that I've been wanting to get started, but I have had to wait on the fabric. I have the fabric here. Let me show you what it looks like. I love it. It's Valentine's Candy Hearts. So what I would like to do is go ahead and cover my book cover. It's just like a Reader's Digest type book cover. Now I covered it with some Tyvek and some tape. The tape is like a light duct tape. It's one that I know that I can use for binding. I don't know the exact name of it. I just know that it's like a lighter duct tape. And it works great for the binding on a journal. I just know that I just felt like I needed something stronger than the Tyvek. So, without further ado, I'm going to get started on the cover. So, first thing I want to do is cut corners. I've already measured everything out. The book itself, let me give you the measurements, is 8.5 by 12 5/8. So I cut my fabric to, let me get that measurement, 11 by 14 to give myself enough room to fold everything in and have at least an inch, maybe an inch and a half. Looks like I have an inch and a half on the top and bottom, and maybe about an inch or right under an inch on the sides. So let me go ahead and cut corners. And then it'll make like a mitered corner. Now what I'm going to do today is go ahead and cut the corners and put the fabric cover, get it started. Because I have not decided on what I am going to put on the inside of the journal, but I'm hoping to have enough time to show you what the papers are that I have selected. Okay, and I want to use my Fabrifix. It's a good strong glue for fabric to book cover. I think it'll work great. Now I don't know if you can see me. I'm going along the bottom with some Fabrifix. And here I'm going to go along the side. I'm going to go ahead and put down my glue. And along the top. Maybe come over a smidge. Pull this over to make sure that I am in frame. I hope you guys can see. Okay, let me just take a look. Great. Okay, so I like to start with my top and my bottom. Fold them in. And I should have found my bone folder ahead of time, but I think I have it right over here. Yes, got my bone folder, because you want to make sure that you use your bone folder and go along the creases. Go along the creases. Make sure it is glued down well. I think I want to make sure I have some more glue here. I hope that I have enough time left to show you the papers that I chose. I have a couple of different journal kits, Valentine's Day journal kits. Okay. Okay, I think I still need a little glue here. I just want to make sure everything is glued down good before I continue. Okay, great. Now I'm going to glue in the side. Start on the left side. And the thing I love about Fabrifix, it holds really well. As long as I get enough down the first time, get enough glue in place. I love this fabric. I also want to do a little decoration for the front cover. Okay. I'll glue along this edge. Make sure I have plenty here. Okay. Now I'm going to fold this edge in. There we go. I need to trim that a little bit there at the edge. Okay. And then again, there's a little bit on this edge. You just got to make sure you cut enough when you trim your corners. I'm sticking to my fingers if I can get that off. Okay. I want to put a little bit more glue in place here. Right along the edge. Okay. Come in with my bone folder. Now I want to make sure that that glue holds well. So I am going to come in with my bulldog clips. This is something I just saw recently. So I thought I would share this too. Make sure the glue is holding. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry. And then I want to show you what I am thinking about doing on the cover. So after this dries, I want to go along the front cover and show you what I've been thinking about doing. I tore down a piece of book cover, and I was looking at this and I liked what it said. I believe this was the one. Well, maybe there was another piece as well. Maybe this is the one. Yeah, this one has, when she lay down in her bed, her heart was singing softly. I have seen the face of Jesus, tell me not of aught beside. I have heard the voice of Jesus, and my soul is satisfied. I love that. But you're not going to see it, so I just decided to go with the first piece that I tore up. And I went along the edges with some worn lipstick. And then I want to glue this down. And I have a stamp that I want to glue down. And some fabric. or some lace. So let me go ahead and measure out my lace to the right length and snip that off. And I think I'm just gonna go like that for the front cover. Maybe turn this hard a little bit. Let me audition it just a little bit. Make sure I have it where I want it. Let me go ahead and trim that off. I do have, bumped it. I do have some more worn lipstick. I could go over this just a little bit. Okay. And I love that because it has hearts in the lace. Let me trim that a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to see if it will hold with the art glitter glue. And I'm going to put down the heart first. Ooh, that comes out so fast. But I know that I have plenty. Now that I say that, it doesn't want to come out. Well, let me see if I can spread that out real good. I'll just use my finger. Finger tool works great. Get that turned around and glued down in this direction. Now I know that looks like a lot of glue. Let me find a piece of paper towel. Wipe that off a little bit, and then I know it will dry clear. Yeah, that looks good. And now that thread I cut off wants to stick, of course. Everything wants to stick. The paper towel's sticking. Okay. Wow. I can't get that thread off my fingers now. Okay. Now, I'm thinking about putting this down over top. I like that. I'm going to have to glue that down and then trim it. But now with this, I think I want to use my Fabrifix. And make sure that that lace will hold well. I think this will look really cute on the front cover. So what I want to do is get the cover done. Get the front decoration done. And I want to show you some things that I have picked out. I have some great laces and some pages. I have pages for my signature that I want to show you all. Okay. Now I'm going to use my glue stick. Just using all kinds of different glues here. But I think my glue stick will hold the stamp down well enough. Let's see. Now I got to decide what angle I want this at. I like that. I think I like it going out at the top. I like that. So now let me just trim the edge. And I'm glad that I did find my fabric scissors for this. Now I'll let that dry. And I'm going to sit this over to the side. And now when that dries, I will show you what that is going to look like. Let's put the lid on my glue stick. So I want to show you, I have so many beautiful pages and laces. Now I don't know what I'm going to do yet, so this is just the pieces that I know that I want to use. So first of all, I have this beautiful, well, I have a large roll of this pink lace. it's all tangled up in some of the other laces. But I have this beautiful roll. Now this is vintage lace. When I was digging through the hoarder house, this is a roll of lace, I believe, that I found there. And it was in one of those sewing boxes that I found. So I have that. I have this piece of lace. Now the laces are probably going to be going on the side of a signature page. And this I just bought at Walmart. I knew that I wanted some red lace. I love it. I had some other pieces of red, but I didn't have lace pieces. Okay, set this over here. Now, get all of my pages over here so you guys can see. I got a Valentine's pack of ephemera. So some of this is from that. First thing I want to show you is I made a fabric flip from some of the fabrics that I had. I love these pieces, especially together. It was like, I don't usually use a lot of bright pinks, but I was so glad that I had this because it looks really good together. And I think with this lighter pink, it just kind of mellows it out just a little bit. So I will be using that on a signature page. I have some red and white doilies, a red bingo piece, pink coat room check tickets. This was from a Alice in Wonderland scrapbook. There we go, Stamperia scrapbooking pad. And these were out of my Valentine's ephemera pieces. Adore. And I love this little cherub girl. She's so cute. Valentine's playing card. X and O. It's like a business card. XO. Library card. Pink library card. I love this. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Love yourself. And I love this little pocket. It's like a library pocket. With a paper clip with a ribbon on it. I'm sure that that will go on the top of a page. So cute. Let's see if I can slip these in here and set them to the side. Perfect. And this is one tag that I made a while ago. I thought that would be nice in a pocket. This is one of the trifold pockets I made. Nice colors, I thought would be perfect. And this is also out of the Valentine's Day ephemera kit. I can't tell you the name of each paper pack that I bought because I bought several. But I love this page. I knew that I wanted a song, music note, and here I printed it smaller, so maybe I could use that as a pocket as well. I love the little girl here. She almost looks like a ballerina. Another song, and it looks like some vintage sayings. Some more like vintage cards. More vintage cards, cherubs, flowers. I love the flowers because if I don't use them all in the Valentine's journal, I can use those again. So when I come back next video, I will show you the signature pieces, pages that I decided to go with. And I love these, this pack. From Electric Eggplant. These are great, just fussy cut pieces. They have words. To my Valentine, love's message. I know that I'll be using those. I love the hearts. And this is from another paper pack. There's a piece of vellum. Another paper pack. This one might have been from Lindsay Znor's holiday image kit. It might be. This is from a different paper pack. I love the little piggies. Coffee, I will always love you. Love, 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 love. Look at this. How cute is that? It looks vintage. I love you every day, not just on Valentine's Day. How sweet. February 14th. Greetings. I love that because it's like vintage behind it with the Valentine's pieces in the forefront. Same thing again. In true love. I'll cut that out. I might back that with some manila envelope. This is the same piece. And I just got some pastel printing paper, piece of coffee dye paper. Now this is pink construction paper, red construction paper. I have some hearts, avocado dyed paper, and small coffee dyed paper. This is a pocket that I made. I may or may not use. And just other, like, magazine papers that I pulled out with just some pretty ladies on them. Vintage ledger. Oh, some more of those hearts. So there we go. That is my stash of papers. Old piece of ledger paper. More coffee dye paper. More vellum. So yeah, I just wanted to show you the papers that I chose. Now, when I come back next time, I will just be showing you all of the signature pieces. Putting together like 3 signatures, I believe. I'll see how that looks. I'm thinking about maybe 25 pages in total. And let me take the clips off. I like that. That's a really nice trick. It holds that down in place so much better than leaving it on its own. Look how cute. And then I'll be putting this on it, maybe at an angle. I may add something else to it. I'm not sure right now, but I believe that is what the cover is going to look like. I may put another piece of lace on it, maybe a piece of lace underneath. I'm not sure yet, but when I come back on the next video, I will show you what I decided to do and go ahead and put the front piece on. So I hope you'll come back and follow this little series of the Valentine's Day journal. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you'll come back to follow this series and see what else I have in store. So I hope you'll hit the like button, subscribe, and come back to see more. Thanks, and bye for now.